Hello everyone, Ryozo Tsujimoto from Capcom here.
Hi, I'm Kaname Fujioka, Executive Director and Art Director.
And I'm Daisuke Ichihara, Director of Iceborne.
Let's get right to it. Please take a look at this.
Hunters, your attention.
So what we're up against isn't a monster. It's actually history.
Weapons from its last stand are still on site.
We knew the stakes and battled hard, but were ultimately outmatched.
It's the Commission! They're finally here!
We'll buy everyone some time to escape!
Hang on. No way!
Well, there you have it. We're happy to announce that this update will finally see the return of the legendary Elder Dragon, Fatalis. We'll talk more about Fatalis in just a bit, but we also have some other information we'd like to share with everyone, so please be sure to stick around until the very end of the video. So first, I was thinking we could walk everyone through Fatalis' history and design for people who've never faced it before.
Sure. Fatalis first appeared in the very first Monster Hunter as a monster only available in the game's online mode. It's a monster of legend, so to speak, with hunters referring to it simply as the Black Dragon. No one knows much about it. It's as if this mysterious creature just shows up all of a sudden. So in that game, it was a monster that would suddenly show up without warning as the focus of an online event. But in Monster Hunter World, we wanted to bring it back in a way that lets players challenge the beast more regularly.
So, of course, it's tough, right?
Indeed.
No denying it.
Of course, yes.
Maybe you want to delve a little bit into that.
Well, the first thing that comes to mind is probably the locale. A place that goes hand in hand with Fatalis. And that's Castle Shrade. This time we've been able to realize it with Iceborne quality visuals. And people are gonna love it. And of course, it wouldn't be Castle Shrade without the Dragonator, cannons, and other elements for hunters to play with. So it's sure to be a fun fight.
Nice. Even though this is the final update for Iceborne, we're introducing a brand new character.
That's right.
When it becomes apparent that Fatalis may appear at Castle Shrade, the guild mobilizes to prepare a large-scale operation, and the general who's leading the operation arrives in Astera as a representative. And he's there to talk business. He shows up asking for help from the Research Commission. He's a pretty big deal in the guild. Also, players are already familiar with the excitable A-lister. He was actually known as the Ace Cadet in Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. Well, in this update, we're going to touch a little bit on the excitable A-lister's past, when he was just an excitable cadet, so to speak. And I think that's going to be something that fans will be very interested in. Of course, with this new update, we're getting a new monster, and that means we have new equipment for everyone to forge. Fatalis' armor design was in the previous games in the series, and known as the Dragon Set. But this time we've really been able to give it that Monster Hunter World shine, and I have to say it looks amazing. And for Palicos, we've got...
Yeah, I think you'd better explain this one.
Well, it's like a faux Fatalis. And on top of that, its weapon is a hunter. When sheathed, you can see him going for a kitty-back ride. Players really need to see this for themselves.
I think everyone is interested in hearing what this set brings to the table.
Well, for the skills, we've prepared something very interesting. You'll be taking on a very tough opponent, so as a reward for that, the set bonus skill, well, it's a secret.
What?
Of course we want hunters to add tons of skills, and as you know, certain skills have skill caps.
And Fatalis is kind of the top of the ecosystem, so...
That's right.
What a tease. All right, next we'd like to talk about updates to the game system. First up, we'll go over a brand new skill that'll be available starting from this update.
As you know, the Clutch Claw was added as a new combat option in Iceborne. And when you attack a monster while grappling onto it, the effect differs depending on the type of weapon. But with this new skill, any weapon type can benefit from it. So attacking with the sword and shield causes slinger ammo to drop, but it takes 2 attacks to tenderize a monster's hide. With this, it only takes 1, and it will still drop slinger ammo. This will be a handy skill if you have space in your build.
And with this update, all of the layered armor sets will finally be unlocked. So now you'll finally be able to coordinate your Fashion Hunter sets to your liking.
And on top of that, we're adding more items that can be melded as always. The amount of decorations that can be melded has been expanded, and we've got other things planned, such as the ability to upgrade charms.
All right, here's a summary of all the other updates you can expect. Next up, recently we've been having a lot of fun adding these whimsical pendants. And we have quite a few this time as well.
The artists really like making these.
I know, right?
We really have a huge variety of these.
We also have new room decor available.
The pendants are just so cute that we wanted players to use them as room decor as well. We've also prepared some decor based on giant skulls and bones, so you can really switch up the feel of your room.
Players can really jazz up their rooms now. All right, now let's talk about the next seasonal event planned for October.
This time around, we're going for a sort of horror-inspired haunted house feel. As always, there will be special armor for Palikos and a unique costume for the handler to match the feel of the event. The team went all out to come up with a bunch of imaginative designs. I think that players are going to really like them.
Yeah, the design of the snowman has changed too, so everyone, be sure to check those out as well.
So now, leading up to our 5th update, we're making Iceborne's previous seasonal events available again. We hope that everyone will take the opportunity to join these events and get ready to take the fight to Fatalis.
Right. On top of that, we've prepared 1 new event quest per week for the 3 weeks leading up to this update. They take place in the Celiana supply cache, which was attacked by Velkhana in Iceborne's story. Now players will be able to hunt some other monsters in that locale. As players may remember, this locale allows for some different playing styles, and we can't wait for players to try them out.
For this developer diary, we're happy to be joined by a special guest, Yuya Tokuda, director of Monster Hunter World. Thanks for coming.
Long time no see. I'm Yuya Tokuda. Happy to be here.
The original Monster Hunter World was released over 2 years ago on January 26, 2018. After its release, we had a number of updates for the game. And now, it's been, what, already a year since the release of Iceborne? So, we wanted to let everyone know that this will be the last free title update for Monster Hunter World Iceborne. Of course, we'll continue to update content such as event quests, so there will still be plenty of fun to be had. So, why don't we take a look back?
I mean, you came all this way.
Right, and we haven't seen you in a while.
I know.
Long time no see.
Yeah.
It's possible that not everyone has been able to play all content that was added to World. We also added a lot of collaborative content.
Yeah, definitely. We were lucky enough to have content from some really famous games and incorporate their gameplay into ours. This unique content proved to be some challenging stuff, too. I really felt that players did a great job adjusting their tactics to meet the demands of these quests.
It was energizing to work with the developers from those companies, right?
We learned a ton from them.
And Daisuke,
That's me.
when Iceborne released, you said that you wanted to continue to add free content to the game for about a year. Well, a year has finally come and gone.
That's right. I recall being at home playing all the content that Yuya just mentioned, just as a regular player. And then I'd come to the office to work on Iceborne. It was like I was really living and breathing Monster Hunter for a long time. Looking back on this year, we were able to add a number of updates, but really, I'm just happy that people have been enjoying the game.
It's really great that it felt like we were being supported by the fans at all times.
And Fatalis, the centerpiece of this developer diary, wasn't a lock when Iceborne started development, right?
That's right. Last year was the 15th anniversary of the series, and we decided that we wanted to show off Fatalis for the first time in a while. Well, as you might expect when bringing out something from the past, the old assets were dated and were kind of hard to use, even after touching them up in CG. So we decided to properly recreate Fatalis for the 15th anniversary, and it completely went viral on the internet. It was a huge hit. And we thought, okay, well, we can't not put it in the game now. So I asked Daisuke to make it happen. And he made sure that all the teams could handle the work. These 2 years interacting with the fans has been really enjoyable.
For sure, it's a special sort of experience.
I love gauging the reaction of fans and trying to respond to it. It was a lot of fun.
All right. With all that being said, this is going to be the final free title update. But don't worry, as we mentioned before, you'll be able to continue playing event quests. And there's just a huge volume of content to play through thanks to all of these updates. I'm sure there are players out there who haven't finished every quest or obtained every piece of equipment. So, we hope that you'll continue to enjoy the hunt in Monster Hunter with your fellow hunters. All right, now I'd like to finish off this final developer diary with our usual parting words. Ready? Happy hunting!